In the beginning, the universe behaves like a very patient aquarium. Planets drift in slow circles, as if no one has told them the shop is already closed. Below, humans set up screens, antennas, and determined eyebrows, hoping the sky might eventually answer an email. A lone word glows in the dark, like a forgotten night light in a child's room. One researcher sits before a computer and performs the ancient scientific ritual known as staring very hard. Around him, the observatory waits with the dignity of a giant teapot pointed at eternity. The telescope lifts its metal face to the stars, pretending not to be deeply nosy. On a nearby monitor, Saturn appears with the calm confidence of a planet that knows accessories matter. Dials turn, needles spin, and machines make themselves useful in the way only expensive equipment can. Then, another shining giant arrives, wrapped in rings like a celestial aristocrat, refusing simplicity. On a mountain, an observatory keeps watch under the night sky, which tonight is dressed in full glitter. Arrays of dish antennas spread across a world below, listening to silence with admirable professionalism. Two bright planets share the frame, each politely pretending not to compare their lighting. Energy rings ripple around a glowing sphere, like the universe dropping a stone into a pond of pure drama. Earth glides nearby, tiny and brave, still convinced it is the main character. A name appears on a radiant planet, because even distant worlds eventually require branding. A red planet rises slowly, with the theatrical timing of a performer, entering after the applause has started. Soon, there is a press room, a screen, cameras, and the unmistakable scent of scientific importance. A hand writes notes beside little telescope models, proving that discovery often begins as very neat furniture. Graphs bloom across monitors, while a researcher writes, calculates, and quietly negotiates with uncertainty. Another stands before an audience, prepared to explain the cosmos using confidence, posture, and a blank screen. Out in space, meteors streak past a planet, like impatient thoughts before sleep. A yellow-striped world turns slowly, carrying on its surface the expression of a fruit that has seen things. On a monitor, planets and anatomy share space, because curiosity rarely respects department boundaries. One world spins beside another ringed companion, both moving with the suspicious serenity of objects not paying rent. Elsewhere, a planetary surface erupts in lava, demonstrating that geology also has strong feelings. Another is locked in ice, half lit by sunlight, as if pausing dramatically before speaking. A scientist holds his head in both hands, a universal posture, meaning the data has become emotional. Then comes a world wrapped in atmosphere, floating near its sun like a lamp in a very quiet hallway. Rocks drift nearby, because the universe enjoys clutter more than interior designers do. Another researcher studies planetary data with the solemn concentration of someone trying to remember why he came into the room. In a meeting room, doctors lean over files and laptops, as if the next great revelation might be hiding under page 3. A pen writes formulas beside a globe and a cosmic screen, building a bridge between homework and infinity. Outside, a man stands near an observatory dome and looks at the moon the way philosophers look at unpaid bills. An alien landscape blooms with luminous plants and floating creatures, suggesting biology has been allowed too much freedom. A smoking crater hosts metallic crabs, little silver bureaucrats of a volcanic province. Half-lit planets hang in black space, like thoughts that almost became dreams. Back in an office lined with planetary art, a man gazes out at the stars, as if expecting them to blink first. Another conference unfolds around tables and projected files, the natural habitat of controlled excitement. A scientist studies pale worms inside a clear chamber, proving that even tiny mysteries receive dramatic lighting. High above a distant surface, clouds drift over orange terrain, like cream on very large soup. A man in glasses stares at charts with the intense loyalty usually reserved for old dogs and difficult puzzles. Cloud-covered planets shine under harsh light, each one looking guilty of some elegant secret. A blue-ringed world appears on screen, framed by icons and numbers that are trying very hard to look decisive. In the lab, microscopes gather around cells, like tiny astronomers studying an even tinier universe. A vast space station drifts near a blue planet, carrying the unmistakable elegance of very expensive scaffolding. Then, a planet flashes with rainbow light, as if the cosmos briefly remembered the existence of stage effects. Colored graphs continue their silent parade, because no scientific story is complete without decorative seriousness. One scientist leans toward the screen, and the screen, naturally, refuses to lean back. On a desk lies the name HD 85512B, written with all the romance of an appliance manual and all the mystery of a legend. Ships cross the stars, lecturers point at galaxies, and every room begins to smell faintly of breakthrough. Alien waters reflect glowing worlds, while computers and faces repeat the oldest human sentence. Perhaps an orange world burns through haze, and a man studies a giant display, as if the answer might suddenly become less complicated. The solar system spins in tidy order, giving the false impression that the universe enjoys paperwork. A telescope by a window, a lecture hall, a microscope, notebook, ringed worlds, red suns, and Earth itself all take turns saying the same thing softly. Look closer. Now the music swells, and space becomes slightly more convinced of its own importance. A spacecraft circles ringed planets, a barren world glows orange, and the galaxy turns like a chandelier in slow motion. Earth rotates gently, wrapped in cloud, continuing its long habit of being beautiful without making a fuss. A man on a ridge looks toward a distant glow, which is exactly what humans do when they have run out of sensible hobbies. Pens move again through paper, telescopes pivot, and observatories open like sleepy mechanical flowers. Two planets pass in silence, while a spacecraft extends its instruments with the caution of a crab testing bathwater. In a hall, people study a planet labeled Kelber 452, which sounds less like destiny and more like room service. Night telescopes continue their watch, because stars are notoriously unwilling to come down for interviews. A bespectacled man sits among planet models and data screens, serving as high priest of cautious excitement. Kepler names begin to appear like old friends from a very strange neighborhood. An elder points at a galaxy, another stands before a giant Earth, and scientists gather around orbit, maps as if consulting weather for tomorrow's impossible journey. Earth glows beside another world. A hand reaches from a globe toward sunlight, and on a board appears the beloved phrase, Kepler 452b. A telescope moves. Someone despairs. A model planet glows blue, and liquid swirls around a tiny world as if preparing cosmic soup. Large planets shine, files pile up, question marks appear on screens, and a mixed table of scientists and business people considers the stars with professional concern. Then the tone softens again. Earth's atmosphere blooms with color, forests breathe sunlight, and a shaded planet hangs in peaceful balance. There is lava too, and spiraling nebulae, because even bedtime stories need one or two dragons. Inside the lab, screens show dark dots and data, while metal structures of a station gleam like patient bones. An astronaut aims blue light toward a distant world, and meeting rooms fill again with charts, models, and concentrated silence. Scientists stand before Earth images, bend over microscopes, and peer through lenses that seem to hold pieces of midnight. Meanwhile, alien waters glow green with drifting creatures, proving that somewhere, even the darkness learned to garden. A nebula blooms, a suited man reads an astronomy book, and another planet turns half in shadow, like a face listening from another room. Data and cells share monitors. Crowds look up at a rocket, and a map whispers the impossible distance of 1400 light-years. Through windows, through spacecraft glass, through rooms filled with photos and ringed planet charts, people continue the same quiet act of reaching. Documents mention James Webb. Telescopes throw light into the night, and every recorded curve on every screen tries to sound certain. Museums, conference rooms, and city windows all become side doors into the same dream. Under softer music, telescopes look up. Scientists watch meteors. Executives study giant screens, and a rocket waits in sunlight with remarkable patience. A busy city appears for a moment, reminding everyone that life below still insists on traffic. Then space again offers two Earths side by side. The sort of image that makes even calm people sit up slightly. From above, continents glow through cloud. In a forest, sunbeams fall. In an observatory, researchers peer into the dark as if it were a book written in very small print. A lone figure stands under stars. A young man thinks in silence, and on a star map, a tiny point moves with scandalous calm. Ships cross the star field. Windows frame the night. A moon hangs over a mountain observatory, and on a monitor numbers circle a planet like anxious birds. Bright stars flare. A man stands on another world. Small bodies orbit a giant planet, and a lab team debates beside Earth, displayed in cold light. Golden telescopes, galaxy charts, blazing suns, glass marbles, glowing worlds, and attentive scientists all conspire to make the cosmos feel strangely domestic. Around another table, men discuss a sphere model, while simulated planets wear hollows like saints of speculative geography. A woman reads in a planetarium. Earth turns in night. Sunlight touches the sea, and then red worlds begin to dominate the dream. Cracked with fire, ringed with light, embedded in lunar ground. These red planets arrive like warnings wrapped as jewelry. Back in the laboratory, coffee sits beside instruments and files, because even destiny must pause for a mug. Meetings continue. Lava glows. Fingers type. Rivers shine on distant surfaces. And one imagined world blooms suddenly, with flowers and green life. Another remains, red and rough, while a transparent box displays a ringed model, like a caged prophecy. An astronaut studies data. A gray dish antenna listens. Lenses catch rainbows, and colorful graphs keep pretending emotion can be plotted. Men, in labs and meeting rooms, smile, frown, explain, read strange papers, and point toward worlds that remain politely unavailable. A wide telescope aims at a ringed planet. Scientists study monitors, ponder files, and debate before boards filled with formulas as busy laboratories hum around them. A space station drifts near Earth. Businessmen write notes. A scientist faces a glowing blue interface, and a night-side planet turns, with city lights sparkling like nervous ideas. A group gathers around a transparent globe, showing Earth's burning core, and somewhere above, a storm-wrapped world flashes with lightning. Then comes LHS 1140, B glowing over barren ground, like a title card for a very moody opera. Rocks lie still, mountains rise in the distance, a lizard lifts its head, and a bright laboratory waits under blue daytime windows. A man stands beside a telescope, beneath the label of that same world, as if greeting a pen pal he may never meet. Elsewhere, astronauts stand on a Martian plain. Meetings proceed at whiteboards, planets turn through nebulas, and treasure. Chess colors burst open like pure optimism. An astronaut with a flag on his helmet looks outward. A woman studies a blue planet on a screen, and a man works before data with a telescope towering behind him. A figure on grass spreads his arms beneath the moon, while planets and meteor fields continue their quiet rotation overhead. Scientists gesture toward a red world, discuss screens, watch exhibits, review documents, look through windows, and stand beside ringed planets in imagined grasslands beneath three suns. A teacher points at Saturn for attentive students, because every cosmic mystery eventually becomes someone's classroom diagram. Three orange planets whirl together, and now the red world sequence deepens into something almost mythic. Red stars hover over clouded terrain. Ringed planets glow beneath them. Galaxies flare, and molten interiors gleam like the universe has left its furnace door open. Lava rivers, icy scars, dusty plains, sunset horizons, explosions, spirals on computer screens, falling red spheres, cratered surfaces, and a human face lit by alien fire follow one another with dream logic. A huge red planet crackles with light. Then, entire landscapes burst, split, and run with lava, as if geology has decided subtlety was overrated. A barren plain returns. A telescope screen glows in the lab. A bright star hangs over wasteland, and a mechanical lizard reveals blue, lit inner organs with startling politeness. Alien cities, underwater volcanoes, crystal fields, and translucent pink creatures suggest that life, given enough time, will try almost anything once. At last, a scientist watches a galaxy on his screen, while papers on the desk reduce all this wonder to maps and trajectories. Again, the sequence resets into quieter discovery. A giant planet over gray rock, a man by a telescope, and a scientist in a glass-filled lab looking out as if waiting for the sky to confess. Books open on planetary illustrations. Sunlight falls over dunes. Diagrams connect Earth to a darker world, and an astronaut stands at a window inside a ship made mostly of courage and bolts. Museums display satellites. Teams gather around glowing models. Ships cross black space. Meetings continue, and one man reads beside a city window while the night glows back at him. Visitors pass exhibits. Telescopes are adjusted. Earth and red planet models touch. Scientists study instruments, and observatory screens shine with different worlds, like a menu no one can afford. An elder points at a mural of the solar system. Fingers race over keyboards. Optics are tuned, and designs appear on paper under the soft tyranny of concentration. Microscopes glow with spectral color. Laboratories bustle. Maps fill screens, orange worlds rise behind clouds, and suited men debate before rotating galaxies. A man looks up beside a telescope, then animations take over, showing planets circling bright centers, in orderly dances that feel almost too graceful to be true. Through a telescope eyepiece appears a blue world, marked Gliese 667 CBO, which sounds exactly like a sneeze from deep space. Young scientists study charts. Business teams gather around tables. Lab workers move among microscopes. And yet another man stands beneath stars. Beside another giant telescope. Desert, roads, climb toward domes. Earth turns beneath glass. City windows mirror impossible skies. And a future library stores books under walls, painted with planets. An elder studies orbital data. Crowds watch a giant outdoor screen. A worker gestures excitedly in a meeting. And then red star systems flare again beyond the desert. Control rooms hum. Blue beams cut through equipment. Wave graphs rise and fall on screens and paper. And finally, a smiling scientist points proudly at a ringed planet on a giant display. Busy labs, satisfied colleagues, code, filled monitors, circles drawn with pens, and boardroom debates all suggest that wonder can also wear office shoes. An elder scientist and a younger businessman speak by a window, while elsewhere an entire circular room glows with cosmic imagery, like a chapel built for equations. A telescope is adjusted. A blue crater lies vast and still. A red orb glows in nebula mist. And another lecturer points sternly at another ringed planet. Then the story leans once more into red worlds, cracked surfaces, lakes, purple, orange terrain, strange creatures, glowing mushrooms, and planets arrayed beside Earth, like impossible fruits on one branch. A scientist studies a red planet on screen. One burning world explodes above Earth and the Moon, while our own planet crackles with lightning on one side and serenity on the other. As if trying to win an argument with itself, two researchers stand before a screen, and at last a line of speech arrives from the sea of thank yas. They seem to propose that a planet's spin hints at a hidden core, which is a wonderfully scientific way of saying, even worlds may keep secrets in the middle. Energy strikes one world, while another surface lies cratered and quiet. And still the presentations continue with Saturn, Earth, globes, faces, blue liquids, instruments, melting ice, and stern lectures about distant names. A close face tightens with worry, because every cosmic revelation eventually lands on a human forehead. Night telescopes stand ready. Researchers compare ringed planets. Suited speakers point at charts. Children watch exhibits. And one handwritten note names glimpsize -681. G with the shaky bravery of all first drafts. A scientist looks up beside a telescope. Earth hangs among asteroids, and in a lab two colleagues discuss models and files on a table already crowded by possibility. Again, the rhythm of work resumes. Equipment operated. Stars observed from domes. Giant globe models examined. Charts discussed. And green data lines crawling upward with the stubbornness of hope. A young man in a suit studies his file. Another boardroom forms. And outside a scientist lifts his gaze to the night beyond an observatory dome. Earth shines from space. Fields lie under the Milky Way, and two men inspect a great telescope beside a whiteboard crowded with formulas and sketched planets. A probe extends its arm over Earth. A scientist types. A screen mentions strange labels and Kepler names. And suddenly, A meeting room erupts in applause before an image of Saturn. Inside the observatory, another lecturer points at a spiral galaxy. Another teacher compares Earth and Jupiter. Machines blink, hands type, and the quiet labor of looking goes on. Then come visual poems. Planets linked by light, worlds wrapped in rings, puddled wastelands, microscope stations, sandstorms, burning red spheres, red nebulas, explosions, and lonely moons behind dim halos. A huge planet turns beside red light. Earth's canyons appear from above. Day and night split the frame. A cracked red world collides with another, and impact plumes rise like the slow exhale of ancient anger. Dry surfaces, cratered planets, orbiting ships, thoughtful businessmen, biology textbooks, glowing frozen valleys, rows of lab bottles, and swarms of planets around brilliant centers pass by. With sleepy inevitability, the Milky Way glitters. Icy planets hide beneath blue giants. Cracked ground shines from within, and telescopes point skyward, like a field of mechanical sunflowers that bloom only at night. More worlds gather in spirals and lines. Scientists stand before curved screens. A young man looks over city lights, and books about the cosmos wait quietly on a desk. Rockets are prepared. A space telescope aims with a beam marked by the name Kepler. Instruments are operated. Mountain observers look out, and chalked formulas crowd aboard like restless birds. A scientist thinks beside a night window, then stands in a green valley under open sky, as if all this searching has led for one small moment back to air and grass. Earth and Jupiter share the dark. A scientist studies Jupiter on a screen, another gazes over the city, and a beam links Earth to another world, with the soft confidence of science fiction, trying to sound responsible. Then, suddenly, a bird sits in sunlight. This may be the universe's gentle reminder that not every miracle needs a launch sequence. Meetings continue. Labs study Jupiter. One scientist stares from his cluttered desk, and a sign in the desert asks about Earth's future beside the name Kepler 186. A man stands before a giant telescope. A ruined city smolders under an empty sky, and somewhere a screen shows a white square where perhaps a world should be. Through the lens, Jupiter appears clear and bright, almost absurdly willing to be seen. Curved displays offer barren moons and fantasy planets. Scientists stand outside beneath the stars. A reader turns pages in a library, and one lone figure waits in a field under the night. At last, a scientist smiles at data for Kepler 186f and writes quickly, that rarest sighting in astronomy, hope becoming legible. An astronaut looks at Earth